I have $590,000 of debt. Not all debt are necessarily bad. There's a fine line between good and bad debt. Hey, I'm Michael, and I've grown my net worth by $1 million in less than 4 years. And I'm going to show you finance hacks that you can implement today to take a step closer towards becoming a millionaire. I have several credit cards that I use and love, which I consider as good debt. Having a credit card helps build your credit score and credit history. And if you're able to pay off your balance in full every month, you take advantage of that by paying zero interest, by getting cash back, travel rewards, or rebates off of that card. So it works great if you're able to pay off the balance. However, it is actually a very bad debt if you're not able to pay off the balance in full. Because the typical interest rate for these credit cards are 15 to 20%, which is very, very high. So if you're not able to pay off your balance, I don't recommend you use the credit card. However, I still recommend you having credit cards to establish some sort of credit history. When I went to school, I also took on some subsidized student loan at a 6% interest rate. I consider this as good debt because this is an investment in myself. So I took on this loan even though I didn't need it at the time, but I took it on because I use it as a safety net. I didn't know if I was going to have enough money for tuition or to buy books. So because of that, I took on this additional money. And the good thing about this loan is that I don't need to pay off any interest or principal until 6 months after I graduated. And during that time, I don't accrue any interest rate. So luckily for me, once I graduated from school, I was able to pick up a full-time job and within the 6 months, pay off the balance in full. So I have $590,000 of mortgage loan from my rental properties. Interest rate between 3 and 4%. While the debt is fairly large and will take many years to pay off the balance, I am not concerned and don't plan to pay off the balance anytime soon because these are good debt. So here's 5 reasons why. 1, I'm able to take out the loan to buy the house now versus saving up cash and then buying the home in several years. 2, since I own the home now, I gain from the appreciation of the home. So my homes that I own has been gaining 5+% per year on average on appreciation. Number 3, I use the debt to generate cash flow. The homes are rental properties and rent increases every couple of years. Therefore, I'm generating more cash flow while my loan is fixed for 30 years. I'll put the link at the top. I talk about why I pay off my primary home in just 6 years. Number 4, I get to deduct taxes off the mortgage interest rate loan. 5, since the home interest rate is so low, I use my liquid cash to instead purchase additional real estate property, where that in turn will generate me more cash flow. And I also use the liquid cash to invest in index funds similar to the S&P 500, which historically in the last 100 years has been performing on an average of greater than 10% interest per year. But of course, nothing is guaranteed. So there is some risk involved. If you ask me which of the 2 options I would choose, 1, have zero net worth and have zero debt and own nothing, or option 2, have zero net worth, own $1 million owe $1 million of debt, and own $1 million of property, 9 out of 10 times I would choose option 2, to own $1 million of property. I choose option 2 because I gain from the appreciation on the real estate. I have the opportunity to generate more cash flow from owning the real estate, and I get tax advantages from having the real estate. I'll put a link above, but I'll talk about how I get strong return from owning real estate and how that works. Now, buying an expensive car is generally not a good investment, since a car is losing value from the time you drive off the dealership lot, and it doesn't make you money. However, some would argue it's a good investment if it boosts your confidence to generate more money. Now, there is a fine line here between a good and bad debt. Like myself, I purchased the RX 350 for $50,000. It's a good investment for me in the sense that it's a safe car for my new baby girl expecting in 4 weeks. Yay! I'm excited and nervous at the same time. However, I would consider this a bad investment if you're trying to build wealth. I hope you like my content, and if you found this information useful, please share it with a buddy. Thank you.